Thank you all for your introduction to the main programs, and I don't see questions in the chat, but for the participants, if you have questions, maybe you can directly raise your hand, so then I can hand over. Yeah, and meantime, I have one question myself.
Sorry, Fernando.
Yeah.
There is one question in the chat.
Okay. It came. Okay. Yeah, Peter.
Okay.
Yeah, to Rainer. In addition to substituting fossil fuel passenger cars by zero-emission ones, you presented the intention of reducing significantly the share of passenger car use in the modal split. How do you intend to achieve this? With which kind of measures? Do you also intend to touch on reducing car ownership or making car ownership less attractive?
Thank you for the question. Maybe from this side, the mobility master plan doesn't have the concrete measures for all its pillars at the moment. So it has the direction where we are heading and the fields where we want to reduce the share of passenger cars, for example. But I would say the main points and measures here will be in the strategy for shared mobility, which is now also under construction, and where the use of cars is when there are more cars that are shared, then there won't be that much need for a single car for everyone. So most of the measures in this regard, I think, will be listed then in the shared mobility strategy.
Thank you, Rainer. I see Peter nodding, so this means probably the question has been successfully.
That's correct. Yeah, I was especially interested because it's a very sensitive subject always to touch on car ownership, and I was very curious what kind of measures might already be in place. So it's still under development. I think that's the conclusion we can draw of it. No.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, to me, it was also the same for freight transport and logistics, how you can really ensure you don't get how you make the other competitive, because at the end, getting the growth, all of them taken by rail and whatever is already challenging, but I think it's part of the process of, as I think the process is similar for freight and for passenger cars in this within the strategy. I have another question on zero-emission medium and heavy-duty vehicles. Austria signed a global memorandum of understanding aiming for 30% zero emissions new sales, vans, buses, trucks, and 100 in 2040. How does this fit with larger plans?
Maybe I will come here also. I would say this goes from the global memorandum. I have a special slide on it later to make a little bit of advertisement for it. It sounds not that ambitious if you hear the mobility master plan goals for 100% zero emission for heavy duty trucks in 2035 already in Austria. But I think if you see the European scale, then 2040 this direction is a good thing. And in Austria, I think we will have to be here in an earlier stage. So we are for the 2040 goal is on a European scale a good goal, but I think Austria will have to be here earlier in action, so that some other member states maybe don't get it that early, like 2035. So if we are a little bit beforehand, and then it will level out, I think. So I would say the 2035 goal for Austria fits well in this global memorandum with the scale of Europe.
Okay, I also see Sira nodding, so then I guess the question has been properly addressed. I don't see more questions if I'm right, and thank you, Marcia, for noticing me before. I was not in the good position. So then I think, okay, we can pause here for the questions and answers of this session. We could have later we have a discussion, so we can come back to this. I think that if you are fine, Marcia, you can proceed with the next session.